Welcome everybody to another Brian's action figure reviews, and today we've got a bit of a blast from the past. So those of you who've been following me know that I've been trying to catch up on my Elite collection again, having sold them off in the past. And one character who I was meant to get, who was quite expensive on the secondary market because of his leaving WWE and subsequent UFC career, you could call that. But yeah, so I've been after CM Punk for a while, and prices on eBay for his various figures have been really up and down. So I've kind of held off a bit until last weekend. On adverts.ie, it's like a local selling website in Ireland. There's always people selling off job lots of wrestlers and wrestling rings and stuff like that. But I came across CM Elite 29 CM Punk in a job lot of figures last week, and I'd seen someone else had offered money for him. They'd offered like €8 for him, and the guy accepted it, and there was no follow through. So I commented and asked, was he still available? And the guy got back to me within an hour saying, yeah, no problem, €15. So me being the cheeky person I am, I commented him back and said, but you accepted an offer already for 8. I'll take it for 8 if you're still selling. Which he got back to me and he said, yeah, no problem, sorry about that. So I got Elite CM Punk for €8. I think this is the last release they put out before he left, around the time that he was fighting the Shield and fighting Ryback. Yeah, so let's get on with the review. Obviously, this is a loose figure, so there will be no unboxing for obvious reasons, because there's no box. So let's start with the articulation from the bottom up. He has boot rotation, ankle rockers, double jointed knees, hip rotation. His legs go out this far. I'm afraid to do it because these can get old, like, you know. His legs go up that far. They don't really go back as it's hindered here. These old hip joints are, like, I don't know, are they cracks or are they just the way they're assembled? I didn't. They was frightening the life out of me. Anyway, he's got single jointed elbows. He's got bicep rotation, which is a bit hindered by the jacket, which actually, you know what, I'll just take off the jacket altogether for this part of the review. So instead of an unboxing, we've got an undressing. Yeah, that wasn't funny. But yeah, so he's got single jointed elbows. He's got the wrist articulation that all the elites have. His arms go out this far. They do the whole rotation thing. He's got his head goes all the way around. Yeah, so let's have a look at his tattoos. Give you a bit of a close-up look. Hold the camera closer to the light, so you can see all his tattoos, the spider's web on his elbow. And like all CM Punk figures, he doesn't have the Cobra tattoo or the Pepsi tattoo on his shoulder because of licensing issues. You can see the rest of him there, and on his back he's got a few tattoos there as well, and a little one there on his neck. So Mattel usually, as always, knocks it out of the park with these tattoos. Paint wise, now given that he's a second hand figure, and I don't know what kind of house he came from, whether a kid owned him or what, you can see paint issues on the wrist where he's probably been punching other wrestlers. A little bit on this hand as well, and a little bit on the hair. You see the little spot there where the paint is worn off. But other than that, for a second hand figure, he's pretty spot on, and I was worried that he'd arrive damaged or really loose or something, but no, he's pretty fine, and he'll make for a good addition to the collection. Let's look at that hoodie. I like the hoodie a lot. It has the logo on the back from his white t-shirt from the best wrestler in the world days. And then the logo here. It's Velcro, it fits well. I'd rather every Elite came with cloth than hard plastic, as hard plastic really limits articulation and is a bitch to get off as well. And this just fits right on him. Like the hoodie is cool as well. The hood goes up and you can have emo CM Punk whenever you like. As for the look, I'm not a huge fan of the look. I'd rather these earlier looks. Not when he had a... And actually, what's funny, if you look up, there's a clip on SmackDown, which is from around this time when he was fighting Dean Ambrose on SmackDown. He talks about it in the Colt Cabana podcast, where he actually shit his pants live on SmackDown and kept wrestling. No stains back there, so that's all good. So let's do the little height comparison to other lines, as we always do on this podcast, when I remember it. Here's DC's Met Joker. Here is NXT Alexander Rusev. Here is Hasbro Marvel Legends Bleeding Edge Iron Man. And Punk is actually taller than him. And here is McFarlane Raptor from Fortnite, their Fortnite line. So that's going to be my review of Elite 29 CM Punk. Verdict, delighted to have him in the line, or in the collection. He's in the line, obviously. Delighted to have him in my collection, and I'm going to keeping an eye out for more stuff like him. Daniel Bryan, Austin. Who else don't I have? There's a few, but I'm going to keep an eye out, and glad to have him. So also, there's a new trailer dropping today, which is for a film I was involved in, and it's called The Perished. And I'm going to drop a link below in the description. If you could check that out and share it, it would be amazing, because we made this film on a shoestring budget, basically no budget, and we just need people to get traffic to the website that this article has been shared on, to kind of try and convince the distributors to distribute our film for us. So if you could go to the link, have a watch the trailer if you like, read the article and share it, it would be phenomenal. It would help so much. And as always with my own page, if you could share, subscribe, hit the notification bell and all that stuff, it would be fantastic. And I will be back tomorrow when I review this Fortnite Skull Trooper, and I have an even bigger review coming as well. So stay tuned to the page, and once again, thanks everyone for watching. Stay tuned to Brian's Action Figures for more action figure reviews. Much peace, love you all, bye now.